Welcome to another episode of You Suck. I'm your host, VladV.
And I'm Joey.
And today we are going to react to a new video by Asking Alexandria. What's the song title called?
Dark Void.
Dark Void. It sounds so dark.
It is, man.
So how do you get blacker than black?
It's like, how much more black could this be? And the answer is none. None
Is that good?
more black.
There's no way to get
There's
blacker.
none blacker.
There's none blacker. I was looking into this song a little bit, and I believe it was the guitarist, Ben, says, with the world seemingly getting darker and darker, it's easy to see why so many of us struggle with anxiety, depression, loneliness. This song is about fighting those demons that live inside your head and trying your hardest to be your own savior, finding that inner strength to pull yourself out of the darkness.
Sounds like a Zoloft commercial.
Full disclosure, I don't know anything about Asking Alexandria. I've never heard one of their tunes. I've heard that name for a long time, so I guess, I guess we can expect them to be good, or they wouldn't still be around.
They seem like one of those bands that have a lot of lineup changes. I feel like they got a new singer or whatever. Like you said something about they changed the guy from, his name was Dennis, and now they got a guy named Danny. And I feel like a lot of these bands go through, they're just interchangeable band members, and like the old guy comes back, and then they use another guy that was the original bass player. Like, is it? You think it's one of those bands? I don't know.
My guess is that the switch probably happened a while back, if I had to take a guess, because I feel like every time I've seen something about Asking Alexandria, it's been the current guy, the current lead singer.
Okay.
And we obviously don't do a whole lot of research on this channel, but the idea is to just
taint. We wouldn't want to be biased.
Yeah, basically. The idea is to kind of come in blind and just see what we think.
Yeah, we try to be as objective as possible. Sometimes it's just not. You just can't help it.
Yeah, we're not always going to like the song, and if we don't, we have fun with it, and then.
And if we fuck it up, no one's going to fire us. So fuck it.
Yeah, and we take your hate mail with strength.
That's a perfect segue. We are gonna you go ahead and stick around till the end of the video. We're gonna read some hate mail. That's gonna be fun.
They're as creative as you think they would be.
Oh, they're great. They're great. Please keep sending it.
You guys are gay. Ass hats. What the fuck is an ass hat?
I don't feel like that gets used enough.
I feel like it gets overused.
Ass hat?
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like I wanted to use it more, but if it's overused, then I didn't know. I'm out of the loop as usual.
Yeah, I think it's like that aging millennial. I'll show that guy. Ass hat. You know, just
wait. It's because you're wearing yourself as a hat. Is it your ass or somebody else's ass as a hat?
I don't know. I think it's one of those things.
Oh wait! I already got the comment. We're wearing each other as each other's ass hats.
Maybe.
I think that's probably what he meant. All right. Well, let's go ahead and watch this Asking Alexandria video. And here we go.
Yeah, that's the singer I remember.
Okay.
Damn, right out of the gate, man.
Like the halftime out of the gate.
If you're scratching the surface, try to find a purpose. I wonder what the devil will find. Trapped inside the prison of my mind, and I'm sick of messing up, but forgetting now. Every time I try to stop, I fall apart. Lost it down, I'm searching for a glimpse of hope. I'm sick of messing up, but forgetting now. Believe in me and set me free. I'll drag these memories through the dark void. Just let me be my savior, please. Help me come out the darkness. If you're digging through the dirt.
that dude does not necessarily sound like he looks. You know what I mean? He's got kind of like a, and I don't mean this in a derogatory way, but he's got kind of like a hillbilly-ish, like a good old boy thing about him.
Yeah, and coming from two guys from Kentucky,
yeah,
that's something. But I didn't expect the big scream right out of the gate, and that was nice, man.
Yeah,
I like it. I like
that
the song in.
Scream almost sounds really good over halftime.
Sure. Lots of emotion coming off of that.
It's a little. His voice is a little nasally, for my taste, and not like an OG Mike Patton nasally where it's kind of fun, It's kind of like a hillbilly-ish nasally.
Yeah, that's
like,
funny.
Hey man, y'all got a loose cigarette?
These guys are British. They probably don't probably never even seen a hillbilly.
Okay, so it's weird because I could have sworn it was me projecting a twang on the way he's singing stuff.
Well, honestly, man, the verse vocals kind of remind me of I hate to say it, you guys are gonna hate me for it, but bro country.
Bro country, what's that?
Bro country. It's that country that is mixed with kind of the hip hop thing.
Oh, I see.
Gotcha.
Kind
of stuff, and that's what I'm getting off of this.
It's kind of fun.
It's not my thing.
It's corny as fuck, but it's fun. Like you can get on a fucking boat, get a couple of beers in you, and you're like, shit, son. I love this song.
I like the chorus vocal a lot better than the verse. I feel like the verse has too much of that hip hop bro country thing going on with the cadence and the notes, and I'm not into it. The guy can obviously sing, but I think his delivery in the chorus is more genuine, whereas the verse is kind of like, I don't know, it's a little bit. I'm gonna say pandering to a certain audience.
Is it Big and Rich that does that kind of shit?
I can't
remember
Florida Georgia Line.
There you go. That's what I was reaching for. Yeah, it does. The verses do have kind of like a that kind of Florida Georgia Line feel to it.
God, it does.
But I'll tell you what. It's not that I love the song or I think it's so special or great. I like the production, but anytime somebody mixes genres, even if it's just like tinge mix, I'm all ears because I'm so tired of hearing the same shit. Like this already, we're like what, a minute and a half in, and even though I'm like it's kind of a typical heavy song, but it's innovative enough to where I'm like, well, maybe I want to hear a couple more songs before I form an opinion about this band, because they are adding elements like that Florida Georgia Line twanginess. I don't know if it's on purpose since they're British. Maybe they just don't know any better. Or maybe it's really obnoxious and more pronounced on other songs.
Maybe it's kind of leaning towards the hip hop thing, and it's country that has sort of appropriated that.
Right. I wouldn't mind, honestly, I do not mind pop sensibilities in metal. That's one of the things I really loved about new metal. So if that's what they're doing, I would like to hear more. It's not my favorite in this song so far, but I'm not mine. I don't hate this song at all. There's nothing I hate about this song so far.
Well,
and I'm hoping a big, bouncy, fat-ass bridge. Take it to the bridge!
To see what you can find inside. Trapped inside the prison of my mind, and I try to live in the moment. Can't escape the darkness that's been dragging me down.
That was a nice little rhythmic change up there.
A glimpse of hope. Believe in me and set me free. I'll drag these memories through the dark.
The pre-chorus and the chorus are great.
asleep inside this nightmare that's taking me apart.
Here comes the bridge.
One more chance to fall asleep inside this nightmare that's taking every part of me. One more chance. One more chance. One more chance to fall asleep inside this nightmare that's taking every part of me. One more chance to fall asleep inside this nightmare that's taking every part of me. One more chance to fall asleep inside this nightmare that's taking every part of me. Believe in me and set me free.
All right, I like this, putting the chorus over kind of the bridge feel.
Yeah.
That's a great technique.
I was just about to say that.
Sleep inside this nightmare that's taking
The way they transitioned, they kept on doing the
Yeah.
bridge to
believe in me and set me free. I'll drag these memories.
That was some good songwriting techniques there.
Yeah, and you and I talk about this all the time, where a really good band knows how to write interchangeable pieces where you can take, like what they just did was he started singing. They did like a segue to the bridge. Then they started playing the bridge, and then the other half of the bridge, he starts singing the chorus over it.
Yeah, that was
And
cool.
that's good fucking writing.
Something
That's
else
definitely good writing.
I like too was the we thought the bridge was going to hit, and then they did a small hesitation
Right.
piece there,
Kind of like a
real
fake
quick.
out.
Yeah, I like the fake out. That was nice because the first part of the song was kind of predictable, but now I'm impressed with the fact that they haven't gone with the same old familiar tropes that every
Right.
band that sounds like this tends to fall into.
This is something that we've talked about in other videos, where somebody that knows what they're doing, and I would say, I don't know if it's them or it's their producer that knows better, but the people that know the rules so that they can break them like an artist, the pros that break the rules so they can break them like an artist, know to set you up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Know to set you up to expect to hear one thing, and then they pull the rug out from under you,
Yeah.
and they do something else. So people that are like professional music listeners will hear it and go, "Oh, like shit!" They totally got me on that because they did something else.
They could have just mailed it in, but they decided to throw a nice curveball and put the chorus vocal in there, which it made the bridge worth it to me, because I was getting ready to say, fuck, here we go with another breakdown, and then they're going to go back to the chorus at the end, but they're going to do an a cappella, like half chorus first, right? Mm-hmm. But they
is
threw
that
in,
what
and
he's-
that was cool.
Is that what he's doing now, though?
I think it's what he's doing
feel like
now,
he's
but
kinda
the
doing
fact
that.
they went somewhere else, like the bridge
Yeah.
had two parts, and a lot of bridges are kind of throwaways.
Right.
For bands like this.
Right.
It's
They're
just
just
like, man, just throw a breakdown in there, like
the
somebody
bridge.
just threw down a card.
The
in
bridge
blackjack or
typically,
something.
like mechanically, the bridge tends to just serve as a reset for the chorus. You know, in order for the chorus to have impact again.
Yeah, but what I'm curious is, are they going to throw us another songwriting curveball at the end, or are they just going to play the chorus out and then like kind of the heavy? What I'm predicting is they're probably going to. All right, so we got an a cappella chorus here that he's kind of started. Then we're going to have the full band chorus, and I bet they're going to go back to the intro. What do you think?
Probably, you know, it seems like that would be what makes sense
Yeah.
to do. Let's listen to the rest of this.
Breeze through the dark void.
Oh, so that was it?
What? That was a weird way to end.
Actually, that wasn't so bad, man. And I'll tell you why, because they didn't do the familiar shit.
Yeah.
It was like they went to the bridge and then gave you one final chorus. Hey, man, I like it. I think that was a cool idea because I wasn't expecting that at all.
I was not expecting that at all.
I'm very, very happy about that because of all the bands I hear that sound like this. They all do the same fucking thing, and you guys know that I'm right. They didn't. They did something unpredictable and almost kind of dangerous when it comes to like getting this song in.
Well, I'll tell you what they did is they left on a high note.
Yeah, no,
they left before.
Was great.
They left us wanting more because he did his little thing, which I feel fucking retarded now, stopping it with 5 seconds left on the song, but I didn't know.
Right.
But it left us wanting more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It pulled the rug out from under us before we were ready for the song to be done. And that's a really good way to do something is let people want more.
Yeah. And don't you think it was very brave of them to put the chorus over a drum beat and a guitar riff that was nothing like the chorus? Because a lot of people aren't listening to this the way we are. They're listening to it for their three choruses and out. So they're going to hear that and go, what the fuck is going on? Because most people really aren't analyzing this stuff. But for guys like him and me that listen to music the way some people like to do mathematics,
right?
I'm very, very happy with the bravery there in the songwriting.
Yeah. I structurally, honestly, I liked the way they structured the song more than I liked the song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, granted, that's a first listen. If I listen to it 2-3 more times, I might be like, "Oh, fuck, this song lands." You know?
Yeah, that's something else, guys. When you watch us, if you've seen a couple other of our videos, or you think that we're dogging on the band in this one, this is first listen, man. You know, I didn't even fucking like Soundgarden the first time I heard them. Mm-hmm. You know, I was like,
there's a lot of bands.
I was like, man, I don't really get the Rusty Cage thing. You know,
I hated fucking Angel Dust. I was like, this is shit.
Really?
Now, granted, there's some throwaways, you know, like RV, like what the fuck, get the fuck off the album. But I was like, no, I don't. I wanted Real Thing Part 2.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I listened to it like by the third time, I was completely addicted.
Right. Yeah. So first listen, I guess my overall impression is I did not care for the verses. It just sounded like either bro country or, you know, kind of almost like Post Malone hip hoppy boy band stuff. But chorus, pre-chorus good, chorus good, bridge, last chorus great.
Yeah. You're kind of taking all the shit that I want to say about it. Yeah, I liked it. The main part about everything that they did is, even though I wasn't crazy about it, the bro country aspect of it makes me want to hear what the other songs sound like. The fact that it ended before I was ready for the song to end makes me want to hear it again, to be like, hold on a second, maybe I didn't fully get it, because I was waiting for like another chorus, maybe an outro, fade out kind of thing. And the fact that it didn't do anything that I expected throughout the song is one of those things where maybe I just don't get it. Maybe it's not that I don't like the song, not that I don't like the song, but maybe I'm resistant to it because it's not doing what I expect it to do. Mm-hmm. And that tends to be and it's not coming from a place of like, well, we don't, you know, we're just throwing it together and we just did it weird because we don't know what we're doing. No, they clearly know what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that compels me to listen to it again, because I feel the only reason I don't think this song is awesome is because I don't fully understand, and I was distracted by expecting them to do other things.
I think maybe were we
things.
Not to have stopped it to talk, it may have felt more cohesive.
Right. I mean, and
that's another difficult aspect of doing these videos. You just have to start and stop it, or else it's just too.
Well, you're breaking the flow of it, so it's kind of like you're stopping it in the middle, especially when it's like crescendoing. You're like stopping it, and you're like, hey, let's talk about this. You know?
Right, because nobody wants to watch two guys watch a fucking 5-minute song all the way through and then talk about it at the end. I mean, that's
talk
boring.
About it all the way over the song and not listen to the song. I mean, we'll do that to a Greta Van Fleet song all fucking day.
You know, as a vocalist, do you feel like, you know, a performance like this where the guy is obviously a good singer, but is trapped in the studio perfection world, can you listen to it as a vocalist and say, wow, this guy's great? Or do you listen to it and go, this sounds great, Wonder if he can actually pull it
He
off.
sounds studio competent. And one of the things that I don't like about this kind of music in general is that it's what I call partsy. Basically, the screams are the screams, the singing is the singing, and I don't like it because it just sounds like it's compartmentalized. I don't want it to be compartmentalized. I like a singer that'll sing and it'll be like, and transitions fluidly between screaming and singing. Like, those are the fucking singers I really respect.
So it's not a good cop, bad cop setup. It's not,
Exactly.
It's not like, all right, this part is going to have screaming and this part's going to have singing because it's the chorus.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Right. All right. So on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think? 0
it's-
being awesome, 10 being the ultimate, and all that is suck.
So if I'm going to put this in with the other bands that they kind of sound like, I'm going to say this is probably only a 3 or 4 on the on the
On
suck,
that chart.
Yeah, on the suck meter. So up there pretty good.
Yeah.
Doing pretty good in the genre because it didn't follow the familiar tropes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to give it probably just going to give it a 2 just to be really kind. I was so pleasantly impressed with the way they structured the song and the fact that they were innovative. They had elements of hip hop in a metal band, which kind of harkened back to maybe a post new metal, whatever, while we're making up genres.
Sure.
So I felt like they did multiple layers of innovation, which to me, even though the song itself wasn't my favorite song I've ever heard, but again, that's my first listen, and it's interesting to listen to somebody for fucking once doing something that I don't know what's coming around every corner.
Yeah.
You know?
Right. That's it, man.
All right. Well, now it's time for our new segment, Hate Mail.
All right, this is on our Corey Taylor video.
Oh, okay.
This is coming from a Mr. Brett that really thought about this one pretty hard. No way you both don't fuck each oath. He forgot the R on the end of other.
We fuck each other?
You do you, guys. Didn't put the comma.
I
mean,
can't respect somebody that doesn't know how to
I
punctuate
figured-
correctly.
I figured you guys just knew that we were.
Yeah.
But, Brett, let me tell you, if you saw my ass in a pair of boxer briefs,
Very
you'd be
hairy
having
ass.
an uncomfortable conversation with your mom the next day, trust me.
Yeah, clearly we're gay and overcompensating for it. And yeah, well, good one. You let me know when you're done with Brett's mom, all right? I'm not above sloppy seconds.
Fuck you
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys are interested in seeing any of our back catalog, we've got plenty built up. Otherwise, just drop your hate mail for this video in the comments. And we release new videos at noon every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. We do have a PayPal link that I've added to the description for people who want to support the channel.
Yeah, and if you really fucking hate us, you pay us enough, we'll quit.
Until next time. Peace. And that was...
Nah, that actually
man.
wasn't the joke.
And I'll tell you what, Brett, when you call your mom, I'll probably answer.